Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Check back 47.
Blue draw, corkers.
Slam.
Lead grip.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
61, matchbox lights.
10. Check 13. Watch the safety.
Hey, Sam on. To go.
Here's Tannehill.
Watch twist.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Leo.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Check three.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
60 yards. Hey, Delta.
You got it.
2 jet bomber.
Brings up second and 8 at the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Get it.
Throwing on second and 8. Tannehill flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
180.
There, right there. 54 Mike.
Check pass, check pass.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Red, alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Red,
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky completing it here to Marvin Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
180.
Mike 54. What we got? What we got?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Complete to Washington. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
47 Mike. Mike 47. Let's put him on the fight.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Open here, Adam Thielen. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of
152 fighters.
1st down,
On 1st down, Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Lucky. He's crashing. He's
Hey, lock it.
On the carry, it's Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
60 Pittsburgh.
Push him back.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Steelers 0.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
3 buzz.
General West.
Now a give right side. Grant. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam.
Hey, exit.
54.
Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They run for it with Hunt. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Protein spill.
Check 43.
Go.
Stay in open.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Go now.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Single.
Check. Fresno. 2nd and 6.
Check 3.
At the 22-yard line.
Watch twist.
Twist. 49, check 49.
Look, squeeze. Now.
From the 22, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Right up. 180.
Blue.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Jones has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Complete to Marvin Jones. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Red,
54. No chance.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You're trash. You're trash.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
47.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Get it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Whip.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ship.
On the fire.
On 1st down, it's Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
'47 is the Mike. Check. 47. Big stop.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They'll run on first down. Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Tannehill. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Yeah, baby.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run again with Hunt. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Mike 38. Mike 38. Mike 38. It's been a long day for you. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Red, touch.
Mike 38.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 34. 31 yards there and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run again on first down. Cook. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again, it's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Pilot 64, weak.
Now Tannehill. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Fighting to stay upright. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Forced out to it, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bud Dupree able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Hey, high 7. General West.
Watch 24.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Hey, echo.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Trubisky. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. That one is caught by Hunt. Able to power through. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready.
Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Come on, set.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a give running right, it's Cook. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Bandit.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Ty Long now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Harris to return. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Johnson, the intended target.
Got it.
They'll take over 1st and 10
3.
at their own
218, chop.
28-yard line.
Now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Let's go! Jet bomber, two jet bomber.
Single slot. First down, Minnesota.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
To number 15. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.